when Mother Nature decides to change the seasons, is truly a spectacular, magical thing. It's like, we've had this one thing going on for several months, and everything's kind of tired of it. Everybody's, when I say everybody, I mean animals, trees, everybody's like, hey man, I need a break. I need to unwind. I need to go into hibernation. I need to chill out a little bit. So things start coming our way. A little cooler temperatures. That's probably big. Some rain and some wind. And it's like those cooler temperatures and it's just like that changes things. That disengages things. So the tilt of the earth comes along, and then some temperature changes come along, and everything just shuts down. It's kind of like the reverse of spring. In spring, you see the temperatures go up, and all of a sudden, everything starts moving, squirming, wriggling, jumping, chasing, making love. It's kind of like wake up and make love, make babies, create the next generation. And it all seems so magical, just magical. I mean, you can forget about the tilt of the earth and colder temperatures and cooler temperatures and the wind and the rain. It's just so spectacular how things just change. This living, breathing organism that we live on called Earth. I hear a lot of people talking these days about the Gaia theory. How Earth is this living entity. Yeah, no kidding. You don't get life from something that's not alive. Life can only produce life. And life does produce life abundantly. Chemicals kill it. We do have that challenge. But life is spectacular. Any way you look at it. If you look at it from the perspective that we were created, life is absolutely spectacular. If you look at life as if it evolved, it's spectacular. If you look at life as a simulation, it's spectacular. Consciousness breeds consciousness. That's kind of the whole Gaia theory, as I understand. Really, it's tied into pantheism. And that's all that pantheism says, is that everything has life. And that life is a perpetuation of what's already there. It's all alive. You look in your dog's eyes, and you see life. You see real life. You look in anything's eyes. You see this little thing looking up at you going, hey, I'm not like you all the way. I have eyes. I have a belly. I have a butt. All that stuff in between. But I'm not really shaped like you. And my conscious behavior is not exactly like yours. Similar. It's not like I'm an alien. This is a rat talking to you, or a dog, or a cat, or an elephant. Hey, I'm not an alien. I'm like you. But I'm a little bit different. Hear that rain coming down out here, can't you? That's weird, too. You just forget about all the science for a minute, man. And just think about how spectacular this system, this living organism, this place we call Earth is. How magical it is. Even from a scientific perspective, it's magical. Any way you look at it, it's magical, magical, magical. It's beautiful. And we're here, on it. We belong here. We came out of it. It's kind of like the old saying, it's like you're born into the world. No, you're born out of it. You're born out of it. You're some kind of a little program, energy, life, an aperture through which the universe looks at itself. And it's kind of like, have you ever seen a feeding or breeding ground for fish? It's just teeming and jumping with life. That's what we all are. Just different forms of that at different stages in existence, in consciousness as we define it. It's beautiful. I see things every day that just upset me beyond explanation. Trash on the ground. You know, it's kind of like, if you've ever studied safety any, you'll know about storm water. And storm water, it's, if you're up around an industrial facility and you have drainage there, proper drainage, to make sure that the solvents and chemicals that you use in your processes don't go out onto the ground and get washed into a stream, a creek, and then to someone's house. You got to be very careful with those things. People don't think about it. They think about the immediate right now. This is where it's at. It's chemicals here. It won't go anywhere else. It'll be right here forever. No. This system that we live on collapses, changes. It's always in perpetual motion. It's not a perpetual motion machine, Earth is about as close as you can get it. It feeds itself and all of its inhabitants. It's a mutual eating society in which we live. And whenever you throw chemicals down or trash down, it's going to go somewhere to where it should not go. You can just kind of look at pine straw as it lays, and other debris where it lays after it rains. Clogs up in certain places. Well, it's not just pine straw that does that, my friends. Everything does. Your trash, your chemicals, all of your stuff. Everything that we human beings create. And Lord, aren't we the creators? I'm walking around my house now, and I'm looking at all these crazy things that we have now, all this technology. Bicycles and gasoline and shoes and mirrors and cans and batteries and plastic things of every type. Advanced things like riding lawnmowers, vehicles, just crazy things that we create. Most of it eventually turned to junk and has to be disposed of properly, because this system, it'll take care of it. Oh yeah, it'll wash it away. It'll get rid of it. Those chemicals, those solvents, all that stuff, it'll get rid of it. But as densely populated as we humans are, it hurts somebody before then if you're not careful. If you don't take care of your business, if you try not to pollute. Don't leave your mess, man. Let the other people do it. And if everybody has that mentality, then things will be better. It's kind of like your grandma taught you, man. Clean up your own mess. Don't make someone else clean up your mess. It's kind of like what they say about crows. Crows are a fascinating creature. We talk about consciousness. Crows, they're a tool-using entity. You can watch crows get a piece of wire, bend the end, stick it into a bottle or cup, and pull out food. That's pretty damn smart for a bird. We think. We used to think. Now we know that all kinds of creatures have advanced consciousness. And we're just fooling ourselves into believing that we're some kind of a magical entity. We're not any more magical than anything else in this whole system. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. This whole system is conscious. It's alive. It's alive! Weird science. Plastic tubes and pots and pans, bits and pieces and my creation. Is it real? My creation. Woo, I do not know. From my heart and from my head, why don't people understand science? Hey man, good vibes your way. Hope you have fun. Hope you be safe out in the rain. Love life. Dig in. Look at the marvel. Marvel at the good. Look at all the wonderful around you. Have fun. Be safe. Over and out.